Kamigawa Neon Dynasty products are available for pre-order now at CoolStuffInc.com. Use the promo code CGB5 and you'll get a 5% discount on your order and a sweet Covert Go Blue Wolf token for free. Pre-order now at CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and in the Battle for the Channel, possibly the finale of Battle for the Channel, since I really want to dive in and focus on one format when Kamigawa releases, but in possibly the finale of Battle for the Channel, we are playing Alchemy Azorius Control, and I think Esper Control in Alchemy is still like the nuts, but I can't help myself. I always want to go back to Azorius, and going back to Azorius does free up a little bit of room for some other shenanigans that we don't do in Esper, primarily the return here of Geist Channeler and Discover the Formula as a wombo combo. And Geist Channeler here, when it enters the battlefield, choose an instant or sorcery in your hand with mana value 3 or greater. It perpetually gains the spell cost 2 less to cast. Using that on a card like Discover the Formula can let you play an insane amount of value very early on, which helps make you competitive against faster decks, and that's a big deal. You might also notice I have some other very expensive sorceries here in my deck. And while it does help having 4 copies of Amiria's Call and Seagate Restoration with always having something to use your Geist Channeler on, the real purpose, the real reason we're running all of these is the mill meta. Our mill video was too good, took it to the next level. Now mill is everywhere. So what do we have to do when mill is everywhere, rampant, a 0% matchup? We have to make weird deck building choices. And here it is. We have all this mana value worth of 7 drops in our mana base, and that's going to hurt us sometimes when we go up against aggro decks. Townraiser Tyrant, if we ever have to shock in one of these against a Townraiser Tyrant deck, we might lose the game on the spot. But if you're going to beat mill, there's nothing better than seeing Tasha's Hideous Laughter only exile 3 cards. I mean, their big grand move sometimes just hits like a fourth of your deck, and it's like, okay, I'm going to untap now. I'm going to get my Mascot Exhibition out there, and we'll see what you've got now that you threw all your eggs in that basket. So having this mega high ultra curve CMC helps us in the mill plan. We'll see if it pays off or if we just get milled anyway, but I'm willing to give this a shot. I also have 4 copies of Divide by Zero in this version. That's because getting a card like Mascot Exhibition to reduce the cost of a Channeler is also a really good move, and it just gives us more win cons. Divine Purge should surprise nobody. Fateful Absence probably surprises nobody. 2 Saw It Comings and 2 Doom Scars give us a little bit of variety in our foretold cards, so they don't know exactly what it is. And we play this over like a Disdainful Stroke or a Test of Talents because we can reduce the cost a little, just a little, with a Geist Channeler. Doomscar, of course, more sweepers to go with the Divine Purge to keep the opponent from winning, because if we buy enough time, Discover the Formula and a lot of Amiria's Calls or Seagate Restorations take over the game very, very quickly. We have Teferi Key to the Archive combo, which is probably the premier control strategy, at least for Alchemy that isn't mill. And then I've got the one, just for the flair, just because you guys beg for it so often, the one Teleportation Circle. I will not play this in a deck if the only thing that I want to blink with it is Key to the Archive, because then you draw this when you don't have a key, either because the opponent countered or destroyed it, or you haven't drawn your keys yet. It does absolutely nothing. I do not accept that. I will not put that in my deck. However, in this deck with Teleportation Circle, we can blink Geist Channeler and continually perpetually reduce the cost of our spells, and that's cool. So there you go, you get one. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. The Mayor. It's time to fight City Hall, guys. Here we go. Geist Channeler reducing either an Amiria's Call, probably not based on our mana, or Divide by Zero. Seems good. So we'll play that Amiria's Call on turn 1. Key to the Archive and Teferi also make it really possible to play all these 7 mana mythic cards. So I actually, once I get a key down, I'm really happy I have so many of these in my deck. You just sometimes end up casting a ton of them. double key. Exciting. What'd you name? Red. You. Gross. Okay, they did not play the Whelp. Absence off the top. Seems good. Nice time to have a blocker. Let's see what the opponent does here. There's a world where I bounce my own Geist Channeler. Just play it again. I kind of want a Fateful Absence that, to be honest. It's a very obnoxious card, but once it hits the battlefield, it starts the day-night cycle. Let's divide it. And let's go get... What do they have? They have a lot of cards. So, Key to the Archive is going to hit. Or not Key to the Archive, but Teachings will hit. Let's take it. Let's make it work. You want to attack me? Do you dare? Alright, draw land. Beautiful. I think we'll want more white in this matchup because of Amiria's Call. You'd rather play an Amiria's Call than a Seagate Restoration against an aggressive deck. Next turn is probably Key to the Archive time, which can get blown out if they remove it. Oh, they don't replay the Stormseeker. That's a big deal. And they hit a Sunrise Cavalier? That has haste. Man, how much haste do they have in their deck? All right, if I'm not sweeping the board, I'm gonna do this. Boom. Nice. All right, let's keep the Geist Channeler because we can play it next turn after the Day of Judgment. So we're either discarding the other key or another Discover the Formula, and I think it's the key. I think one should be enough. I'll feel really bad, though, if they blow it up somehow. Look at them go. For crying out loud. Double Captain? Did you have to? This is so strong. That's so much damage. For crying out loud. Okay. Cool. Boom. Where's my land? It's going to take a lot of formula to get out of this. No! Okay, stop, stop, stop. We need stops. All right. Whew. So, on the stack, we're going to do this. And then resolve, take the action, can't afford the damage. Draw. We got a circle, main. Let's play this tapped. Play you. Reduce the cost of you. Play you. Get rid of that. Hold these back for the hasty creatures that seem to be prevalent in our opponent's deck. Say go. Hold on to your butts. We don't have another way to deal with a 4-drop, but they can't have too many 4-drops in their deck. They're an Inquisitor Captain deck. So, I mean, the most they can have is Town Razors and Inquisitor Captains. There goes my key. That sucks. We needed that. But it's not particularly aggressive. All right. I can't believe it, but... let's do this. Right? I mean, if I get the circle down, I can reduce the cost of the formula. And I have these 2 blockers. I mean, you know what? Let's go. It can buy us a lot of time. Also, when we get our next key, we get double the value from it. 3-mana formulas seems good. Here comes the Stormseeker. They've had it in their hand. It's just a bug that it kind of got re-hidden after the Captain. Double Stormseeker? This board needs a purge. You did your jobs. Go rest. Teferi. We can play Teferi and Purge. I think we should.
Someone call for a hero? And some think I goes in one direction.
All right, we get a 4/4. Do not blink it, would be bad. Don't worry, we're gonna discover more formula in a minute. Skyclave Apparition, you just love hooking me up with 4/4s, don't you? I can play the other one and get the circle. Then I'll get 2 4/4s next time I sweep them. All right, day-night, so we want to play something on our turn, and I don't think we want to purge this. Think we can get more out of a purge. Huh. Yeah? Might as well. Reduce you? I guess there's a world where the opponent taxes the Doomscar with Redain or Elite Spellbinders, so we should keep reducing it. A little strange, but true. Third captain. Dude. Chill. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm at 10. I guess I can't let them have a board ever again. Just dead to a shock here, right? Like, that is some nonsense. Do not intend to block them. They are haste and tap your stuff tribal. We need another Teferi. Could attack. They'll block, right? I guess we're not sure. I'm just gonna attack with this because maybe it makes it a little less sus and they don't block. Okay, chump. Why not? Nuke 'em. So what could I find to play this turn? I can't play a Teferi. Still think we just do it now. I guess I could hit another Geist Channeler and have another thing on the board. Alright, I need to survive this turn. Hold on to your butts. Once I get Teferi down, I can gain some life. Brutal Cathar. Oh no! No! The Stormseeker! And exactly enough mana! They drew perfect. Oh, they had another one. Jesus! Their draw was insane. 3 captains and the Town Razor Tyrant. Their draw was insane. Let's be real. The thing I have to remember playing Alchemy compared to Standard, the reason some people have the perception that Standard's a more boring format is because it's slower and less explosive. And Alchemy is insanely explosive. Inquisitor Captain and into like the hasty or the tap all your things and swing from the last match is a great example of this. So I have to remember to just deal with everything on the spot. Don't plan to block. Don't plan to, wait, take a little damage and do stuff later. That works in Standard. It does not work in Alchemy. There's not nearly as much like tactical. You just got to destroy whatever is in your path. This hand is a little scary. And that's really good. That's stupid. So let's just kill it. So how good is your hand? Do you also have the troll? I mean, if you stacked your deck, it would have these cards. So we're gonna have a hard one. We need a couple turns to get organized here, so if they have all the right things in all the right places, we have no chance. Yeah, if you stacked your deck, this is how you would stack it. They probably have Blizzard Brawl too, but they're not as concerned about Geist Channeler. Just by the pause here. Especially if they don't play a land. Alright. Needs to be good. It needs to be good. It is. It's good. Let's see what happens if we get out of this turn without being in absolute peril and the opponent having a billion cards in their hand somehow. Good God. Good God. All right, where do I get the most value for a block? I guess on the 3. Nice game. All right, we can go white, blue, play you. And this can start rebuilding our life total. This is what we need. I mean, this is how we get back in it.
Right on time.
So it's going to be interesting to see where this game goes from here. Do we play a Miria's Call? I can cast it next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if I draw a land, I can also have Divide by 0 open. So let's hold. Okay, face. They left to fairy. Okay. Okay. We need the land, though, and we didn't draw it. So the main thing I'm worried about with a Miria's Call is they just double Blizzard Brawl their way through it. They also tapped this. I guess it didn't matter how they tapped. If we go for Divide by 0... If we go for Divide by 0, what happens? They Snakeskin Veil it. Man, a mana short here of being able to Miria's Call and Divide by 0, or Divide by 0 and Mascot Exhibition. So what's the right play? They either have double Blizzard Brawl or Snakeskin Veil. They don't have both. Oh, also if they tap on their end step and draw, we can bounce it then, but then they just replay it because it has haste. I think the play is to discover the formula and rely on Divide by 0. We might get more answers to our problems. Good. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Second here, second there. Who's counting?
Kill it! No more! Come on, just put some spells on the stack. That's all I want from you. Thank you. I just want some life to gain. Hit some land drops. Three mana left over. I guess we want to encourage them to hold up the troll. So if we bounce this and they play it again, they don't have troll open. Good. Don't do it now. Don't snow the troll now. Don't pitch a land. There you go. Nice and patient. Good. All right. Life, please. Up to 7. Up to 9. And then 3 bodies instead of 2. And then we have stuff to make indestructible next turn with the Miria's Call if it lives. I expect some of it to die, but the opponent has to kill us here. If they don't, we ultimate to Fairy. That's really powerful. The Mighty Troll. If it attacks, I'll block it with frickin' everything. I don't care. Class. Pack leader. Let's go, baby. No blizzard brawls or what? You gonna brawl me? Okay. The circle. It's the circle of life.
I'm not playing around.
I could purge here, then call. I'm gonna do it. But if I'm gonna purge anyway and lose these tokens, let's attack. Opponent might think it's because I untap everything with the Teferi emblem anyway, if, you know, they ever bothered reading the emblem. I know not everybody does. Seems strong. Seems good. Oh boy. Oh baby. Why not? Got there. Ooh. Such a good green draw too. Gives me hope. Gives me hope. Medium hand. Very mediocre, but it has purge. So I guess we keep it, hope to draw white. Or divide by 0 environmental sciences into white, which is slow, especially on the draw. But we can go for it. Is that another mulligan? No, just to keep. There's a 7-card hand. Oh, no, it was 2 mulligans. Okay. Mold of 5, untapped green. Gonna go ahead and play this. We drew the white source, that's crucial. But if they have turn 2 Rahilda, I've got no answer. Or to that, they'll flip that as well. Very bad for us. Werewolves, the hardest matchup a control deck can face because of the absurd overpowerness they get against draw-go strategies. Their cards are just like 2x better than they're supposed to be. If you can't stop the day-night cycle. Let's see what they do here to follow up their Lord of the Ulvenwald. If they play a 4-drop, they're in great position. Like an Arlen would be pretty nasty. They did mold a 5, though. And they have to be thinking, well, they didn't do anything on turn 1 or turn 2, so they might be playing Purge. So they might be thinking I'll play around Purge, but nope, they're moving in. They also have something else here. Play with fire, perhaps. Let's just purge this. We're not messing around. Like I said a few minutes ago, just gotta play your spells. Can't mess around in alchemy. Things get way too fast. Oh, they're stuck on mana. Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's music to my ears. I don't think I'll need Field of Ruin for anything. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should have played Field. I guess they could have something later. Approach? I mean, against a mana screwed opponent? Let's go. You know what? Just drop this off. Play approach next turn. Instead of making angels. Should be fine. They didn't stay for the sunset. Sad. Big diamond versus not as big diamond. Well, we'll get our diamond in due time. I've been perfectly happy chilling. We had a little further to go. I had to get out of gold, by God. But I've been having fun. The pup, okay, on the play, really good. Good draw, the second white source we needed. Next turn we can Chandler on Divide by Zero, Purge the next turn. Hope the opponent doesn't have a Stormseeker here to just draw a card already. Ooh, that's an interesting draw. Yeah, I think we just kill this pack leader. We could watch for a Stormseeker though. We could see what they do. Maybe we get a Snakeskin Veil out of them. I mean, look at that curve. So, I think I want to kill the Stormseeker, to be honest. If they target something else, I'll kill that. I mean, they might target the pup, then I can kill the pack leader. Okay. So we do this, they don't draw a card, and then they don't have the, like, out of a way to give something else haste from out of the exile zone. I know this would still enter the battlefield tapped, but, like, we lost a match earlier to a Stormseeker that could have given haste to a Brutal Cathar. What do you think? Do we play a Teferi here? I don't think so. I think we need to try to protect Teferi. So let's set up our Divide by Zero. The Werewolf Pack Leader needs help to draw. Ranger class. Okay. I prefer not to target the pack leader with the Divide by Zero, but if they use their Ranger class here and tap their green, I can. Okay. 3 cards in hand, so Teachings is unreliable. Let's just grab Sciences for now. Good draw. Good draw. Not Day of Judgment, though, is it? I know you're going to say take the approach, but I don't know if we can win if we take the approach. Against werewolves, if you take a whole turn off to cast approach and you're not way ahead, you lose. So I guess I'm taking Electrolyze. Just try to kill something. Super scary. Good God. No. Come on. That's so mean. That's so good. You jackass. I hate you. Okay. I mean, werewolves, it's endless pressure. Endless. We need a good draw here. And when you don't hit Day of Judgment, you just can't win. I don't have enough to cast a Doomscar if I hit it. If I can remove the Arsonist, though, I'm doing okay. Okay. Game on. If they top deck a Snakeskin Veil, they win. Does that, if they draw that, do they win anyway? because we go block the most expensive thing. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. So we do it now. Because we can't, holding up counter doesn't matter. Like, they're just going to kill us with their board. Just let Teferi live, that's all I'm asking. The Geist Channeler at least makes it awkward. They have to send multiple things at Teferi, and they're so close to lethal. They might not do that. It's an important decision. They're going for Teferi. I can't save Teferi, so there's no reason to engage the Geist Channeler.
It's only a matter of time.
They can level or they can cast. They choose to level. And they get to flip to Knight, which is really good, but we'll double spell here and fix that.
Don't worry. I face scary foes.
Get him. Show him who's boss. Don't miss that free point.
A second here, a second there. Who's counting?
Back to daytime. Me versus the Tenacious Pups. I think we just have to use this. Doesn't get much better. I mean, if they play a hasty thing here, I'm going to be really sad. But you do what you can. If they don't play a creature from the top, it means there's not a creature on top. There's not a creature on top. Probably that land. If they don't play something from the top here, there's not a 2 or 3 mana creature on top. Could be a land or a thicker card. Face. Ignore Teferi. Gutsy. Good call. Could have absorbed more damage there, but the Geist Channeler is doing a great job. Okay, Cutthroat, and that was from hand. So this has been in hand for a little while, or they would have played it off the top. Alright, it's definitely time to discover a formula. I want to play the Channeler anyway, so I think I play Channeler first. Divide? Okay. What's the play? What's the play? I think I'm just trying to survive, get out of this turn, and cast Discover again and try to hit a board wipe. This thing with Trample is so nasty. Maybe I have to divide it. If I have to divide it anyway, Teachings won't do it. I could play another Teferi, gain a little extra life. That's not great. I guess I can do this and cast Sciences. I could hold it. If I draw a key, I'm going to be glad if I held it. But, alas, let's start bluffing. Tovolar off the top. Okay. Townraiser Tyrant off the top. We knew it was going to get ugly. We gotta hit a sweeper. We've hit some purge. We've hit a purge so far. We've gotta hit Doomscar, man. Alright, Teferi's under siege. Take one for the team, buddy. You've done good work. Alright, upkeep stop so we can do this. Take the action. And then cast this with the mana. You never know when one mana will matter. There's the Doomscar. Draw. The circle. Boom shakalaka. Not enough mana to play the circle, though. Unless I shock, which I don't think is worth it. Alright, let's see if our opponent can get to Teferi in hasty speed, shall we? Have a stop. Need to do a little bluff here.
And some think time only flows in one direction.
Make him think I have something. Here comes the pupper. Tense match. Holy cow, we've been under siege the whole game. Yeah, here comes the squad for sure. Oh my goodness.
Suppose that's how it's meant. I'm on my hands. No such thing. Me.
Okay, not great, but something. I think I hold this for a key now. Untap, draw. It's gonna be scary. They're attacking. So much value. Where does the counter go? This thing has first strike and trample, so I'm taking a bump from it. The opponent will get a card from my deck, unless I chump. This should go here. You know, this can go here too. Forget it. We'll just take... We'll deal. I'm just gonna try to absorb some of this damage while I can. We gotta keep their card advantage down. Down to 7. Counter what we can. They're not very good in this matchup, even though we'll have untapped mana a lot going forward. And we kept our Teferi. Alright, Sentinel off the top. Less wolves, more gruel, but still super powerful deck. Definitely need to call the angels again. Play the circle. Put a stop on the end step because we might hit something we want to play off the key before we untap. I guess we play field because they might play a creature land. It's unlikely. Day. Seems good. Draw. It's a good card. Fateful Absence. Nice. Thoroughly in the driver's seat. Just gotta stay alive. Kill it. Get rid of that. Card is terrifying. I could have waited for them to attack, I guess, but if they don't attack, that's fine with me too. Yeah, I should have waited. If they only attack with Rahilda, I can double block it, see if they have an instant speed effect. And then I blow them out with the absence. Oh, they would have had a +1/+1 counter anyway. That wouldn't work. Alright, so their top card, not a creature. Unless they really wanted nighttime. Let's see what we can hit. Another key sounds nice, but I think this is the ticket to glory. Nice that I can read what the emblem does, just making sure it actually untaps creatures. I'm pretty sure it untaps creatures. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be really mad at this little glitch. Oh wait, I can check the card, right? Untap all permanents. Yep. Okay. 3 attacks. No instant speed interaction, though. Oh, we have to put the stop down. Okay. Circle combo continue. Do your thing. Approach the second sun. Can I do it all next turn? I might. Formula. Gives us more cracks at instant speed interaction if we need it. Another ranger class. Yes. Another Rahilda isn't surprising. You coming at me? Doesn't look good for you. Let's do this now. We don't want to shuffle after we use Approach. We're really close to just casting Approach, Seagate Restoration Approach, but we're not going to have that much mana. That's the scoop. All right, so that turn we can cast the Seagate Restoration, but we can't recast Approach, but we'll be basically set up. We'll have it in our hand going one more turn cycle, and that'll be game. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and we could talk about the stats, and we could talk about everything to do with the deck. The fact that we didn't get to show off our 7-mana sorceries in the mana base against Mill, kind of disappointing, but I just want to take a minute to thank everybody who's tried the Alchemy show along with me and been supportive as I tried the new format. It's meant a lot to me. There's a lot of people who quickly turned on me for basically some of the things that I said about Alchemy, which if you don't agree with me, that's fine, but it's still very disappointing to hear from my fans that they now believe I'm corporate shill or whatever else you want to say about it. It was hard. I think my break was more to get away from them than it was to get away from the game. I still played the game every day. So those kind of things really spoil, they kind of spoil the soup, they're just like poison when you get too many of those comments. But doing the battle for the channel and kind of splitting up the forces, so to speak, I've learned that a lot of you actually really like Alchemy, and the pro-Alchemy comments rose up, and you've been very supportive, and I appreciate that a lot because it reminds me that the people who say very nasty things aren't the majority of the audience. You are. And it's quite possible, based on numbers, that Alchemy is going away for a while. And that's going to be sad, and I understand. One thing I can promise you guys, I'll still play it a lot on Twitch. It's definitely my favorite format right now, and Alchemy season may return to the channel someday, but when the new set comes out, right now it looks very, very, very likely that Standard will be the format we most explore on YouTube, and I think that's fine. And then hopefully, maybe someday, the return of Alchemy, because I still think it's a more explosive, more dynamic, more entertaining format, and that's very important to me, and it's definitely the format I love the most, and I'm glad I've got a good amount of Alchemy bros here on the channel, bros and sisters here on the channel. So thank you to all of you who were supportive instead of overtly negative. too easy to get bogged down and overtly negative, and I've got no interest in spending all my time there. It's a game. It's an awesome game, and it's a game I love and a game I want to keep playing for and sharing with you guys, and I had no intention to stop. So, thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. I definitely encourage you to find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/covertgoblue. I'm usually near the tippity top of viewership in the Magic category on Twitch. I'll probably play a lot of Alchemy there. So, I'll see you soon. You're cool.